and so I've been putting like Neosporin on it. But I was telling her, I was like, I try so hard to be so gentle with my skin so I don't have scarring. And I was like, it doesn't matter what I do. If I don't mess with it, I'm going to be left with the scar. And she was like, oh, well, the cells in your skin think that this is trauma. And so they send, I don't know, the soldiers to, I don't know how to explain it scientifically, there to the site, and it overproduces, and that's going to leave a scar.
So it don't matter what you do.
So essentially, it doesn't matter what I do.
Your body is doing what bodies do.
But to our bad. I said,
well, they sent
so
all
you're
the
telling me
things.
this is the problem with like melanation. She was like, basically, there's so many great things about being melanated,
sure.
but this is the one that's.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Well. So I have this little mark. I've been putting Neosporin on. I think it is helping, but you can see it even in the like that's there. I'm so over skin.
Oh, my gosh. It's the worst.
I'm so over it.
If you guys don't, we can get started. I'm going to say this thing. Years ago, Liz did it too, but I did it years ago. Matter of fact, the year we got married in 2014. I did Accutane because my face had it had gone crazy.
Yeah.
It wasn't my face anymore. When I look at those pictures, I'm like, who was that?
Yeah.
I did Accutane, which is very severe.
That was my phone.
Very intense, very it is the most. I had done research. These were early days too. I feel like on YouTube, and I was all on like, what is Accutane and how does it work? And seeing the before and afters was insane. But I had so much scarring. That's the thing that sucked the most, is that my whole face was. I looked like a different person. I had scars everywhere. But the stuff that they gave me, child. When I showed when I look at the before and afters of that,
it's crazy.
Oh my,
I want that.
Oh,
I feel like that is my biggest. Well, like I said, I get the assisted breakout once a month, and you just know when you see it. Oh, her period must be coming. I promise you, it's the alert system. But it's the scarring that is the most irritating to me, and I feel like vitamin C. First of all, vitamin C is a scam. I shouldn't say that. That's not true. The marketing behind vitamin C is a scam. Agree. It is for brightening. It is not for lightening. Okay, it's not for discoloration. It is not going to fade hyperpigmentation. I'm so sorry. It's just not the truth. The things that are for hyperpigmentation work at a snail's speed.
Oh,
So again, what is it off of?
Yeah,
I'm so tired, and not only do I spend good money on my skincare, I try to take really good care of my skin, and it doesn't feel like it matters. I did Accutane for why?
I know. I don't know why it didn't work like that for you.
For why?
And actually, I should be clear, because I did Accutane and it was paired with something for the scars. Accutane itself didn't stop the scars. Accutane stopped the pimples,
the breakouts.
The breakouts. What she paired it with. When I tell you,
you need to go back through your my chart and find
days, I could look at my phone. The before and after.
I'm about to tell my dermatologist to prescribe this to me.
I have to find it, because actually, for years after I got off of Accutane, I just would get that refilled. And so when I moved to LA,
I remember you telling me
I was like, hey, I need this. And the first dermatologist out here got it for me, but the second one was like, why are you on this? Mind your business and refill this. And they stopped refilling it. And so I haven't been on it for years now. And thankfully, hopefully I'm not jinxing myself.
Oh, because that's how it works.
Has been fine. But oh my gosh, looking at these pictures, it's so insane.
See if you have a picture of the stuff now.
I know, I do need to find it.
DJ Allen is a licensed esthetician. She said instead of Neosporin, use, that stuff over there.
Neosporin is products that have tranexamic acid,
kojic acid, and alpha albuten. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it.
Albuten sounds German.
Send that. Let me screenshot that. Actually, let me screenshot it right now on here so I can buy the stuff. But what do you mean products? That means I got to go do research and stuff, and that'd be taking a lot of time, because stuff you can get at Sephora and stuff, it'd be fake.
I hate this picture of me, because I was clearly crying. Oh, sorry, I interrupted you.
Go ahead.
I was clearly crying in this picture because I was so depressed about my face. But
oh, I see. Yeah.
It was, wait.
because it's a real thing.
It is so bad.
You're having a bad. This is the thing.
I don't even want to show you.
Having a bad skin. They're not going to be able to see it. It's too.
I need to darken it.
Yeah, exposure.
Now you can't see it all.
I mean, they kind of can't go to your single. Yeah, Mel, they can see it.
Oh my gosh. You guys, that's my face. Look at all those spots on my face.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's I would have every day I would wake up and have new breakouts on my face. It was every single day.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It was because then I'm going to show you after a week. I think I have a picture of like a week after.
How old are those pictures? 10 years?
Yeah. Well, it was, 2014.
Yeah.
I can't even, like, you can still see the, like, discoloration, but it is, I don't even know if you're clearly being able to see.
Tell us what you used.
I have to find, I have to find.
Tell us what you used.
It was so bad.
Because Mel did do a full testimonial on.
I did. These were early days. The video is terrible, but I put together a string of pictures, and every now and again I'll get a random comment of like, "Hi, I just want to ask you if your face is still good." And I'm like, "It's been 10 years. It's fine. Do it. You just can't have a baby. Don't get pregnant while you're on Accutane."
I did it, and I had my tubes tied, and they were like, "You need another form of birth control."
Yes. I had to be on birth control.
My son is like 14 or however long ago.
They were like,
"Yes, you need two forms of birth control." Your baby will not
come out. Okay.
Tretinoin's not working for me either. I have very stubborn. Hello, welcome to the Love Hour.
Love Hour? Throwback?
Girl, that just flowed out of my mouth so flawlessly. I did that without thinking.
I was a calling girl. Don't.
Hello.
Is Mary Marshall here? Go ahead.
Not the Love Hour. Welcome to the calling is for me. Wait, okay. Get focused. Hi, I'm Melissa.
And I'm Mel.
Girl, let me tell you, I only had maybe a little less than half of that drink.
When you're drinking, you just got to drink more.
I am a strongly worded email.
Actually, that feels in line, though. It's not. No, listen. And every now and again, when somebody get out of line, you just yell, "Pop the trunk."
I'm the juice to her gin. Did we hit record?
Is it working? Is it on?
Welcome to the Gin and Juice podcast. My name is Melissa.
My name is Mel.
We're real life sisters. We get on this podcast every single week and we talk about what the heck we want to talk about. And we want to thank our sponsors.
Absolutely. Lumi Deodorant, BetterHelp, and Prize Picks.
Very good. You'll hear more about them later on in the episode. Right now we're ranting is essentially what we're doing about the struggles of skin and skincare and all of it. And so Melanie was sharing with us her Accutane journey. She's a success story. I am a failed.
I don't know why it didn't work for you.
You know why though? Because it doesn't work for hormonal acne. Accutane.
I feel like I had a mix of it though.
Well, mine must be mostly or solely then hormonal acne. Because like I said, I only get it around my cycle. So until I can regulate my hormones, I'm going to break out. And Accutane does nothing for that. That's what I've realized. And that is really, truly I get very cystic hormonal acne once a month. That's just what my life is. Okay. And so anyway, Melanie was explaining to us her success story, and we are on bended knee asking her to share with us. You don't have to look for it now, but you do need to spin the block so we can all ask our dermatologist to prescribe to us these things, because I am so sick of the hyperpigmentation. I am so sick of the breakouts. And if I'm going to get the cystic breakouts anyway, okay, God, this is just my life. Can we at least do something about the scarring? Do I have to remember? Do I have to remember that I am a woman that has cystic breakouts? Do I have to have the calling card? Like, I don't understand why that's necessary. Can I just know it in my heart, deep down in my heart, and not need the visual evidence of such? Come on, God, do something, okay?
Someone is saying, I wonder if facials will help. Melissa gets facials all the time. The way she started her version of the story was that she just got a facial.
Yes.
She gets them all the time.
I get a facial
It don't work.
every 5 weeks. I mean,
her.
it does work. Like, I don't want to say they don't work. But again, if you have cystic, that's internal.
Yeah.
That's the part that's difficult. If you have whatever the opposite of hormonal breakouts are, if you just have the little regular breakouts, clogged pores, that kind of thing, then absolutely a facial will help. They're going to help clean you out. They're going to give you the stuff. They're going to do the things, and you will be fine. That does nothing for cystic acne because it has to do with your hormones, and that's on the inside.
Is that what Keke Palmer? Because I know she has
PCOS.
Oh, and that's what gets it for her.
Yep. She has PCOS. It just sucks because you really, literally, you feel like there's nothing you can do.
Yeah. And it's beyond, I think that's the other thing, because even when I was doing Accutane, I feel like Mom was like, you need to just, when you don't experience things as severe, the things that you're recommending, which is all in good, faith, and you're just recommending things. But when you have done all you can do.
Come on.
When you have tried everything that the people have told you to try, okay? You have spent all of the money.
And all of the time.
The energy, trying it out. Eventually, you got to just get a new face.
I agree.
because
it
has been tried.
All of it has been
work
tried.
Because it's not a typical
it's not
breakout.
typical.
And so you have to, it's like, okay, this is where my train stops.
Yes.
I got to get off. You keep going.
Yes.
All the best to you, girl. Wishing you the best on your journey.
Yes. I've done the tweaking of my diet. I've done the non-dairy. I've done the non-sugar. It's hormonal.
Just stand.
I just got to stand in it. I've done it all. I'm on the tretinoin right now. I'm on the spironolactone right now. I've done the Accutane. You name it. I've done just the water. Say it to me. You be in the comments right now and say it to me so I could tell you I've done that too. Someone recommended the sulfur wash. I have that.
Have you done a genetic test?
No, that I haven't because 23andMe is now
just
out
bankrupt
of business.
and they selling your information.
Information. So that I haven't done.
Get a new face and stand.
I've done Curology. Back in the day, I did before Curology was Curology. What was the other one? The 3-step.
Yes. Proactive.
I did. Actually, though,
spending all the money on Proactive.
Back in the day, very Proactive, very new. Worked.
Only the first round though. Because before Accutane, I spent, it was about $130. I was a college student who had no money. And I
did
would go
Proactive
up in
and
there.
It worked. OG Proactive.
The first round for me.
Oh, it worked for a long time for me.
My face was like, bitch.
Yeah. The Proactive for a long time worked for me when I was in college. And then I don't know what happened. I don't know if it got reformulated. I don't know if they went from the Rodam and Fields, whatever the names were. I don't know if they sold the company. I don't know. But something happened, and then it was like, well, that's the end of that.
Yeah. I have questions about Korean skincare because I use it because everybody says it, and so I order it off Amazon. And it's a great moisturizer, but is it a whole set? When you say Korean skincare, what else is included in the care? Because I only do the moisturizer.
I think it has to do with the formulations and some specific ingredients.
It's a wash though too?
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's like a line. I think it's
stuff.
How products are made, how they're marketed, some of the ingredients makes it Korean skincare. Okay. If that makes sense. The whole glass skin thing is very Korean skincare inspired. Yeah. There's a huge younger creator. I don't know which generation she's from, to be honest. I was going to say Gen Z, but she might be a younger millennial. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, her name is Michaela. Huge, the Jaclyn Hill of this generation on TikTok. Jaclyn Hill was a huge makeup beauty guru. Okay. Huge on TikTok. She just dropped a Korean skincare inspired. It's not Korean skincare, but I would say it's definitely inspired.
Yes.
Makeup prep line.
Oh.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you, I want to try it because I was telling Kev, I have such a respect and admiration for creators turned founders.
Mm-hmm.
that just from that perspective, I'm willing to support you.
Yeah.
And she's been through quite a bit. And back in the day, there were like YouTube gossip channels that were like targeted toward like tearing down whoever were the big YouTubers. That exists on TikTok.
Now?
Yes. And so there are these huge TikTok creators, and all they do is like hate on her. It's literally, and that's not to say she's not without fault now. She's done some things that I'm just like, I don't really know if you should have done that, but poor me. But like their entire platform is just that. I actually just blocked them because when she came out with this, they were constantly like critiquing, even before the line drop, they were like constantly critiquing her and this. And I'm like, how are you critiquing something you don't even got your hands on? How do you have opinions about something you don't have your hands on? I'm so confusion. So I actually just blocked. I was like, I don't want to see this kind of like negativity. But from the aspect of she was a creator turned founder, I have such huge like just respect for that hustle that I wasn't that pressed about it, obviously, because it went out of stock before I sold out, before I even
bought it.
It went so fast. But when it come back, my intent is to buy it just off the support of the tip, you know.
Wow.
Anything else?
Seems like a great time to talk about Lumi. Shout out to Lumi, our one of our sponsors for this podcast. The time for spring cleaning has come. Amen. And it has. And to be honest, I'm kind of excited this year because I have so much stuff in my house. Also because I was talking to Mom about the fact that I'm not happy with my house right now. And so
You're back on it.
I am. And so she was like, you need to move. And I was like, I can't move. And then she said, you just need to buy new stuff. And so I've been like, well, let me throw away everything.
And start over.
And start all over. But I'm also really excited when I'm getting rid of old stuff. I include getting rid of my old deodorants. Hello? Because I've just started using Lumi whole body deodorant, and it's been an absolute game changer. When you're throwing out stuff, why not include your deodorant, child? Get new deodorant too. That's a part of the things.
It is.
New spring, new sun, new hotness. New allergies, new all of the things, you need new deodorant, okay? Lumi, because it's whole body, because they have so many different options for how you use this deodorant, you're able to be protected and feel confident, okay, in many ways because of the options and the products that they have. I enjoy the wipes. Amen. Because I need to be wiped every now and again. Wipe me down. And then I also enjoy the stick because I love the fact that I can throw things in my bag. I travel sometimes and I need to have things on the go. And so Lumi is really, really perfect for that and for me. The whole body deodorant is safe to use anywhere on your body. Pits, underboobs, thigh folds, belly buttons, butt cracks, vulvas, and feet. That covers them all. Created by an OBGYN who saw firsthand how normal BO was being misdiagnosed and mistreated. And it's the number one whole body deodorant formula, clinically proven to block odor all day and control odor up to 72 hours. Okay, that's how you feel confident. All products are baking soda free and paraben free. So, Lumi Starter Pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice like the mini body wash and deodorant wipes, my fave, and free shipping. As a special offer for our listeners, new customers get 15% off all Lumi products with our exclusive code, which is GJ. And if you combine the 15% off with the already discounted starter pack, that equals over 40% off of their starter pack. So use code GJ for 15% off of your first purchase at lumideodorant.com. That's code GJ at LUMEDEODORANT.com. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Smell fresher, stay drier, and boost your confidence from head to toe.
All right, very good. Anything else you want to add on your long story short?
I just want to say that I'm really, really excited to take my children on vacation spring break next week. And I haven't told McKinley where we're going. And all she does is ask me every single day where we're going and if she can get a hint and if she can get a clue, to the point she is now like crying. Like last night she was like, can you please just tell? Not all. I said, if you ask me one more time, we're not going to go. I'm canceling the whole thing.
Oh, not you went mom on her.
Because why are you stressing yourself out? We're going to go. In a matter of days, we will go. And so you know what I did to be petty? Because Micaiah can't talk. Okay. So I told Micaiah to tell her we're going to Australia. So Micaiah's like, I'll wear ya. McKinley's like, what? Mommy, what? What is she saying? And I was like, I told her. You gotta get her to tell you. And that little girl,
terrible.
I'll wear ya. That girl cannot talk, okay? And it is hilarious. So anyway, and now what's really great is that I get to threaten both of them with this thing. So Micaiah, she don't go to bed. Y'all know my child don't go to bed. So I've been like, if you don't go to sleep, if you get out of bed one more time, we are not going on the airplane. So she's just like, okay. So she gets in the bed and goes to sleep. It's great.
Well, what are you going to do after spring break is over?
I don't know. I have to find something new to threaten them with because it's been we're going to do the Beyonce concert. So that's already on my list.
But not Kai.
Well, my threats barely work with her anyway. She does what she wants. The other day, we sent them to bed. I'm going to say this, then I'll be done. And Micaiah does not listen. To the point me and Greg were up. I said, she does not listen to us. Like, she does not listen. You say go to bed and she'll just come back in the living room like, what's up? What y'all doing? Y'all still watching TV? I need water. Mommy, I need water. Or she puts toys in her bed. And then at night, she'll just bring them one by one to me like, found this in my bed. Found this in my bed. Mommy found this in my bed. It'd be like toys. She has like a fake phone. It'd be crayons, hair stuff. I'd be like, bruh. I don't, whatever. So anyway, it's going to be great. I'm very, very excited.
That is exciting.
It's a place I've been wanting to go to take them to for a couple years. So it should be a
good time. I'm happy for them and I haven't ruined it. So that makes me happy. I almost called McKinley the other day to talk to her about it. And I was like, girl, just don't. Because if it slips out, I'm going to be mad at myself. Girl. So let me not even ruin the surprise for her and continue to mind my business.
And the thing is, she's been like, can you just tell me the country? And so the other day she was like, are we going to Pittsburgh? And I was like, McKinley, what's in Pittsburgh? Why would I take you to Pittsburgh? So she's been saying the most random places. And so I was like, it's not in the country. We're going out of the country. We're going on an airplane to leave the country. So now she's just saying crazy places. But even when I tell her the place, the country, it doesn't matter because the place itself is what matters. But I'm like, just let it go. Like, just wait till we get there.
Why don't, when you get closer, you just tell her you're going to Mexico?
Because I don't want her, I feel like what she knows about Mexico is like your wedding. And so I don't want her to think that's what we're doing. I just want her to, when we pull up to the gate, she will read on the thing, that is Mexico. Okay, you got that part. When we pull up to the place, you can be excited.
Oh.
I'm determined.
It's
Greg's
not
been
Australia.
we're not going to Australia. Greg's been trying to ruin it every day, so it's whatever.
Yeah, I'm not going to ruin it for her.
I'm not going to I can never pronounce it, X-Carrot or X-Carrot. I really want to go. That was my backup place. If we didn't go to where we're going, we would be going there because I have seen I did all the research and a friend of mine went and she said that place is amazing. So I want to go. X-Carrot or X whatever.
What is it?
I think I sent it to y'all too. Xcaret. It's in Mexico. It's like they have like different
this is beautiful.
Parks?
Yeah.
Parts to it, but it's like
it's a privately owned and operated theme park resort and self-described ecotourism development located in the Riviera Maya.
So it's like they have some of it that is like adult friendly, but then they have some kid friendly things. It
looks beautiful.
Everybody I don't know a ton of people who went, but the person I do know and then all the TikToks who review it say that it's amazing.
It looks beautiful. You should look it up if you're by a laptop computer on your phone. It looks absolutely amazing. We're trying to figure out what I want to do for my birthday. I really want to go to not Bora Bora.
Ooh.
Dang,
Fiji.
I can't. Not the Maldives. It's too far. I forget where I want to go, child. Anyway, everyone says it's boring.
Oh. Wait, where? But you don't know where.
Hold on. I got to look it up. Y'all know my brain
I'm
don't
curious. What is boring?
work. No, it's not Fiji.
Bali.
It's Bali.
Oh, they say Bali's boring?
Yes.
Oh, well.
They say it's so boring. And like you should go. Actually, low key, they say all these places are boring.
Really?
Yeah. They say you go and you'll be there maybe for 3 days max before you're just kind of like,
All right.
yeah.
Give me some entertainment.
And I like a beautiful, scenic, kind of chill vacation, but I also don't mind like being able to go out and do stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know that they have a good mix of both. Yeah, that's what they're saying, Bali, if you just want to relax. And that's what, like, after so many days of relaxing,
you'd be looking to do stuff.
you'd be looking to do stuff, and that's what makes it boring. And so that's why we want to go places for 5 or 6 days. And so if it's only 2 or 3 days before you're like, all right, the relaxing part was cool. I enjoyed it. That's exactly what I wanted to do. And now I can get out and do stuff. If it's not both, then I feel like that's probably where boring comes from.
Yeah.
These are people's words. And Kev has talked to maybe 3 people that have been there, and they've all have said that. Like, if you just want to relax and chill, that's fine. But literally, I think each of them said after about 3 days, you're just kind of like, all right. So now I'm trying to figure out what the next move is, because I do like a beach vacation.
Oh, man.
So I don't know. I got to figure that out. What I want to do, if I'm even going to do something, I may just decide to stay low key. If it's just like a relaxing type thing, I'm not finna fly nowhere and take 2 or 3 days. Especially if you're flying somewhere and it's only 2 or 3 days, I'm not finna do all that.
Yeah, but the cocktails at the resort are just so much better than anywhere else in the world.
Well, the whole vibe is so much better.
Being on a resort and asking for cocktails, it's just
a thing.
Tastes better.
You are doing Nick's birthday.
I have. Let me tell you about my life. We have this trip we about to do. Then we going.
Oh, Europe. Yep.
To Europe. And then I wanted to do something for my birthday. Probably won't happen.
We should do a
something
mix
for my anniversary. Probably won't happen. Because I didn't go on a trip for my 10-year anniversary, which was last year. So I wanted to do something this year. Probably won't happen. And that's because my anniversary is September. October is our sister's birthday. She's turning 40. She wants a trip.
Yeah.
October is also my 15-year Spelman Spelman anniversary. What am I trying to say? Reunion.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. And we didn't get to do our 10-year because it was 2020 and that was COVID. So it was canceled. So everybody's coming for 15-year. And then I have a friend who's getting married, and she just sent me the invite for her bachelorette, which is in September, which again, my anniversary was September. So I can't do that. So now I have so many things to do this year. And I'm so upset. That's why I'm happy I'm doing this trip for me that I wanted, well, for my kids, but like the thing I wanted to do, because I don't think I'm going to be able to do
all of them,
any more trips this year. Like the list is done. So
I understand that.
Anyway, yes, the plan is to do our sister's 40th, but it's a trip.
Someone said, not you upset that you're that popular.
I am, because listen, trips cost money, and when you have school-age children, you know what happens? You have to pay people or you have to fly out your family to watch them, or you have to pay people to watch them.
Yeah.
And so all of a sudden, this trip that could have been a little bit inexpensive, reasonably priced, is now really, really expensive because somebody got to watch your kids.
Yeah. I don't have the problem because my kids are older.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's, 16 and 18.
Should have been a teen mom.
Hello, don't say that though, because you wouldn't be going on trips if you were. Okay. Okay. Well, before we go into actually go into that.
Yes. Okay.
Actually, I'm going to use the restroom.
Do it, girl. And while you do that, I'm going to say thank you to BetterHelp, which is a sponsor of this podcast. This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. Let's talk about how there's a lot of things happening in the world right now. And a lot of things take money and are an investment, and you hope you're making the right investment. And sometimes you're unsure. Sometimes the market can crash, and so does your money. Sometimes it rises back up, and then you're happy that you have money. You know what? When you invest in therapy, all of that doesn't apply. You are making a good investment, And the results, the return on investment is only going to go up. Okay. So that's why you should be investing in yourself, and by that, investing in therapy. Okay. Traditional in-person therapy can cost anywhere from $100 to $250 per session, which adds up fast. But with BetterHelp Online Therapy, you can save on average up to 50% per session. Okay. Up to 50% per session. With BetterHelp, you pay a flat fee for weekly sessions, saving you big on cost and on time. Therapy should be accessible, not like a luxury. Okay. With online therapy, you get quality care at a price that makes sense and can help you with anything from anxiety to everyday stress. Your mental health is worth it, and now it is within reach. I say all the time how valuable therapy has been for me, rather personally, rather related to work when I was stressed about that, rather related to my relationship, being a parent, like all of the things that you go through in life, okay? All of the transitions that you're trying to navigate, you've never navigated before, and you have to figure it out because that's what adults have to do. Therapy is there to kind of help you walk through that. You talk about the things on your mind, and you have somebody, a reasonable soundboard, somebody with some sense that can talk you through kind of what you're experiencing, get it out of your head, out into the world, and onto, like I said, a professional who can kind of talk you through that. It's helpful for learning positive coping skills, helping to set boundaries, empowers you to be the best version of yourself. And it's not just for people who experience major trauma. You don't have to just go to therapy when, something traumatic has happened. You can go when you're feeling good, when you're feeling unsure, when you're feeling happy. All of those things, you can still benefit from therapy. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. It's convenient, too. You can join a session with the click of a button, helping you fit therapy into your busy life. Plus, you can switch therapists at any time. Your well-being is worth it. Visit BetterHelp.com/GJ. to get 10% off of your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/GJ.
GJ.
I just want to say quickly, I don't think I told this story on here. Speaking of the fact that you can switch your therapist at any time and they can do it for you, and it makes it very easy. Did I say I switched my trainer?
No.
So at the gym, they have trainers that you kind of choose from. And I was going to this guy trainer, and I felt like I didn't like he was working me out, but like he wasn't doing some of the things I was saying I wanted to do. Like I'm a girl, so I want like my butt. I want to work on that. And then my abs, I want to work on that. Then we could worry about like arms, but like do the stuff I said, because I pay for this. And we didn't do a single ab workout, a single one. And I had been going.
Yeah, that is crazy. Because most of the time, trainers these days are ending all sessions with some sort of ab thing.
No. And I'm like, abs, and I mean, we would do, of course, like your butt can be included in legs, but like I also was like, I want to do focused butt stuff. Like just make me do the hip thrust or something. Yeah. We didn't do it. So anyway, I had this like extended session with him. I booked like this extended because I was like, let me see what a full situation would be with him. Still didn't do it. And I was like, I feel like I wasted my money and my time today. So then I didn't go back to him after that. I found a new trainer, right? And I was like, this could be awkward because he gonna be here because I'm still going around the same time because that's the time that works for me. Yeah. So see you on the flip side. So I booked a woman, just randomly picked a woman. Love her.
And she got immediately.
Love her. Yeah. First of all, there are machines that are called Booty Builder in the gym.
Oh, wow.
Multiple of them.
Yeah.
She has me on all of them. All of them. And then does abs, and we'll still do arms. We'll still do legs. We'll still do back. I mean, the woman has been like, girl, this over here, and let's add some weight. I have the band on now.
Yep.
All the things. So, and I just be seeing him like minding my business, like, I shouldn't. So the other day I was walking out with her, and he said, what happened? Oh. I was like, I need a way to like switch trainers, like BetterHelp.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have to do it. It's not awkward.
Because now it's awkward. Yeah. BetterHelp takes care of that awkwardness for you.
And I had already in my mind, like, eventually he probably going to say something. So what are you going to say? So I said, I actually just really liked the way that I worked out with her. Like the stuff she
Yeah.
had me doing, I really liked it. And he was like, you could have told me. And I was like, I could have. Then I just walked out. So when I see him, hey, how you doing? But I
That's
keep
hilarious.
on going. So anyway, I'm very happy with her. And it felt like he would say, what do you want to do today? And I would be like, I would say
What's
the
on
things
your
I wanted.
agenda?
Yeah. But I would say abs and butt, and then we would do legs.
Oh,
and we
so
would
don't
do
ask if
arms.
you're
So
not gonna
I was
do
like,
it.
why do you keep asking
Yeah.
me? When I come in there, she'll be like, hey, so this is what I was thinking we do today. Is that okay with you? And I'd be like, yes.
Yeah.
I was thinking that too.
The whole thing is just a different experience.
it.
Yeah.
So I'm very, very happy with my trainer. Anyway, that better help ad remind me of that. All right.
Did you do the CTA? You may have. I just don't actually recall.
Yeah.
You
I
did?
did.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Last thing I want to say, I just want to address two little comments on here because I think it's important to say. Someone was like, don't let people discourage you from going to places. Go and judge for yourself. I 100% agree with that.
Oh.
I want you to know that I got my opinions from trusted people
Oh.
that have gone to these places, and I think that's the key.
Yeah.
Go to people that have, if you're going to get opinions, that have similar interests as you,
Yeah.
that travel the way that you do, and therefore their opinion can hold weight.
Yeah.
My opinion, you may not travel the way that I travel, and so you may want an absolutely just relaxing vacation, and that's your business, because you know why? You paying for it.
Hello?
So yes, you should go there. Pay your money that you saved up and go and enjoy your vacation. What I'm saying is that's not what I want. And that's why their opinions hold weight with me.
Yeah.
Because I don't like a solely relaxing vacation. And so I go to people who travel the way I do
Yeah.
and ask their opinion so I can make a decision based on what I want to do. Or I can decide, actually, that's not what I want. And I appreciate your opinion because I want to do something else.
Yeah.
And what I thought I was going to get out of that place is actually not what I'm going to get out of that place. So I'm actually going to choose somewhere else. That's the long and the short.
And I think we've talked a little bit before about how Kev likes museums and stuff.
Yes.
And we talked about the different kind of travelers we are.
Yes.
So actually, you're raising a good point because that does matter. The things that somebody may like about vacationing, another person may not.
Yes.
I love a relaxing vacation.
Yes.
If I don't have my kids, I actually just show me the beach chair
Right.
and the cocktail. And like that's Bora Bora sounds amazing.
Right.
Bali?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Let me. And then they probably got good food.
They probably do.
That's actually the kind of vacation I
heard that
enjoy.
the specific resort that they all went to because it was this very specific place I wanted to go to.
And the food was good?
And they said the food wasn't that good.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm out.
But again,
I need me some food
But again, I agree. But again, that's what you have to know, like what's important to you
when you travel.
How
100%.
do you like to travel? What are the things you want to do?
That's a good
And
point.
then go to TikTok with those things in mind. It's the same thing like when you're looking at reviews. I always look at, especially on Amazon, on reviews, and people will be like, this is a bad review because I called customer service and they were rude. That has nothing to do with the shirt.
Oh, yeah.
That's nothing to do with the shirt.
Tell me if the shirt shrunk.
Yes.
Or is it true fit to size?
Yes. Like, what was your experience with the product?
Yeah.
Or did the product arrive defective and you called customer service and they were also not helpful and now you're just stuck with, then yes, that's the kind of stuff I need to know because I don't want to be stuck with something I don't want and then I can't get it fixed. But if you just, it said it was going to arrive yesterday and it arrived tomorrow. When it arrived, how did it arrive?
But did you like it when it came?
Correct. How was the quality?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know. And so these are the things you just have to, take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. But I think it's worth saying aloud because I think a lot of times, people make very blanket statements, myself included, and you have to know what's applicable to you and what's not. So it's not just don't take these people's advice, go figure it out yourself. No. Sometimes people's opinions can hold weight to your scenario and help you make a decision that's best for you. And sometimes people's opinions matter none.
Yeah. You'll be like, that's good for you.
That's
girl.
good for you, but that's not applicable. Well, everything you say you hate is what I love.
Yes.
So that's exactly where I'm gonna go.
So we're different.
So we're different people.
Okay, because that sounds lovely.
Correct. And so so I just wanted to circle back on because I just think it's important to say aloud. And to recognize that two things can be true.
You had something else.
Last thing I was going to say is, do you want to go into pop the trunks, I kind of want to end on Pop the Trunk, so I'm hoping that they're good. How much time are we? 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Because we didn't have much TV.
Well, I need to say things.
Okay, let's do that quickly. Maybe we could do it in the next 10.
Okay.
And then, because you got to go at 30 anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we break it up in 10. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So we need to talk about, somebody said this in the comments. They were like, Mel keeps saying Netflix is traitors. That's because I don't remember the name, but now I know it's Millionaire. Secret Millionaire.
I was going to say, I thought it had secret in it. Okay, very good.
It's Secret Millionaire. My version of Secret Millionaire, like when I'm talking and don't have time to think, is Netflix is traitors. Just so we're all clear. We're all on the same page. Now, let's talk about Netflix is traitors.
Yeah,
The finale is out. If you haven't watched the finale, spoiler alert, because we finna talk about it. So if you haven't watched, mute and come back. Okay. This show is so good. I love it. I need more of it. Put it in my veins. I enjoy it so much. The girl, what's her name? Who won?
Kara
won, child. And I was rooting for Kara until she won. Then I was mad. So what I realized in that moment, I literally was in the bed and I said, oh, it don't matter who won. I was going to be mad because why did you win and not everybody else? Until everybody else won, then I'm going to be mad they won and you didn't win. So that's how I felt. However, that girl played a good game.
She played a great game.
This is when I said, oh, I see. When Sam said, how many, and I mean, it was just so, how many sisters do you have? And that woman said one.
Just a smooth, there's a line in life where the guy takes Eddie or Martin Lawrence's drink, I don't remember which, and what the other says to the other, walked off smooth with my drink, did he? That's what I felt like. She answered it like, walked off smooth with my drink, did he? Instantly, Lord, I pray that the intuition this woman had and the ability and the courage to act upon it in that moment falls afresh on my life.
I feel like, why is she such a good liar? How does she know that? I see, now I feel like you're a bad person because how did you know to lie?
Good.
I would have been like, two sisters, one's Melissa, one's Monique. I'm the
so
youngest.
Good.
All of our names starts with M. Oh my gosh,
good.
we used to live in Hawaii and then we also lived in Germany. And then I would have been, and then she would have been like, Mel has two sisters.
Immediately.
Dang it. I should have said one.
So good. And had everyone looking at everyone else and just sat there.
And sat there.
So you got a stepsister, huh?
And Corey's dumbass. Why he keep volunteering? Well, I got a half sister.
So good.
Shut up.
So good.
What, do you want to get kicked out?
So good.
I have a half. He said it about 3 times. Sir.
Yes.
Shut up. Shut up.
And I agree. That is why Corey lost. Corey, what I wish, I'm not going to lie to you, at the end, I wanted Corey to win.
That's me too.
Lie. I wanted Corey to win.
But he's dumb.
You should have left him there.
And he knew it.
Yeah, you should have left him there and let her do the switch.
For that, I was like, you're dumb. Sorry that you're an idiot. And I feel like you're just dumb. If you are questioning it, leave it.
Leave it and let her do the switch.
He literally is like, she's been quiet the whole time and all of a sudden she's acting out. So I think she's the millionaire. But what if she is and she's going to switch? I should leave it. Switch.
Yeah.
Well,
that's the only, if he would have left it, he would have won. Dumb. She played such a smart game. And Samantha was just as.
Why she play Sam like that? That's my girl. I like Sam. But Sam was just.
She ate or drank the Kool-Aid. That woman said, it has been a pleasure.
Oh my God.
Watching you play this game as honest and as sweet. I hope that you stay this way forever. I really
do. That's why there's criminals on the street, Sam, because you ain't doing your job.
Correct, because she's the cop, right?
Because she's the cop. You're letting the little white girl and oh, look at me. I'm so, oh my. You're buying into it. That's why they out there robbing people.
She sure did. It's been a pleasure.
You're falling into the trap, Sam.
My honor to watch you play an honest game.
Girl.
And she just been lying.
Just a lion.
Oh,
I was so mad at
it was so
Sam.
good. That is how you play the game.
Yes.
That is how you play the game. And my problem, although it didn't seem like this, I haven't seen any like TikTok fallout, because these shows always got some TikTok fallout show, where people are like going at her. The name of the game is deception.
Yes.
The name of the game is lying.
That's the point.
The name of you sign up for the show for that. And so the idea of being like, she was so deceptive.
Yeah. Yeah. It's dumb.
That's the plot of this.
You guys know what Oh, the laser game. Then she was messing up the laser game. That was so smart of her. And homegirl was like, what are you doing? Go.
Because Sydney was going to win.
Sydney was
going to win. She had to, which it was super dangerous, courageous, two sides, same coin, child, for her to decide to work against her partner and lose, throw the game. But it really worked out.
Yes.
Like it worked out for her. Because if Sydney made it to the end, let's assume Sydney is Corey.
Oh,
she would have left it.
She would have left it.
She would have left it.
I low key, this is going to be very like making a general statement that is unfair. Okay. Hear me when I say this. I am being unfair. Okay. Stone me for this. I feel like any woman would have left it. I feel like Corey was being a man.
Yeah.
I feel like he was under the spell and was just like being dumb.
He was, because
I feel like a woman would have been like, I'm not chancing that. Leave it.
Did you know that that's her name? Kara? Mm-hmm. Did you know she was married?
Yes, but
I feel like I didn't know
found
until the
out
end.
afterward, because there was a moment where she was talking to him, and I said, "Well, this feels like a thing." And then as I kept watching, she said she was married, and I said, "If I was your man, why was you all in that man's face?"
Literally, I didn't know she was married.
Playing
and that's why I think I don't think he could think clearly.
I agree. That's what she
couldn't think.
She voodooed him with her womanness.
Yes,
and his dumb ass fell for it.
Cause she won and said, "I'm so excited to go back to my husband."
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah. She was doing what women's do.
She did it good
when they need to get something done.
I promise you,
get
if she
close.
said it earlier, I missed it. I did not know this woman was married until she won, and she said, "I know my family. I'm so excited to go back home to my husband."
And I believe her. I believe that she did,
because she was playing the game.
Baby, you want $1 million or you want to be a broke boy? Okay,
exactly.
Well, let me flirt with this man.
Exactly. And this is the thing. She won. So now, what is your complaint, husband? I won.
You're gonna be mad
welcome. Shut up.
It's either we are a millionaire or I'm a millionaire.
Correct.
You decide, honey.
Yeah.
Yes, I flirted. She was all in that man's face. I would never do that to you. You don't trust me? Oh.
And he was like, hook, line, and sinker. I believe her.
Oh, my.
I believe her. It got to the end and was like, you know what? I do think it's her. I do. Well, and he was first. You held all the power, Corey.
Well, she was first with the switching.
Prize Picks is the best place to turn your sports knowledge into cash. With millions of members, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. You just pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 2,000 times your cash. Run your game all season long on Prize Picks. Cash in on the basketball playoffs with Prize Picks. Don't miss your last chance to add your favorite players from the court to your Prize Picks lineup. Whether it's points, rebounds, assists, take your pick of more or less for your shot to win up to 2,000 times your cash today. And the more or less makes it really more or less wordy, just makes it really easy, because sometimes that over-under situation, if you're not in this, it can get very mathematical, and you'd be like, what am I doing? So more or less makes it very easy. Turn your playoff hot takes into tickets to basketball's championship series. Starting with the play-in round, every lineup you make on Prize Picks will enter you into Takes 2 ticket sweepstakes, which could get you and a +1 a VIP trip to the ship. Prize Picks is the best place to win cash while watching sports. Join millions of users and sign up today. The basketball playoffs are here, and the action is heating up on Prize Picks, the best place to cash in on your favorite sports. Don't miss your chance to add your favorite players from the ice in the Prize Picks lineup. Whether it's goals, points, or hits, take your pick of more or less for your shot to win 2,000 times your cash today. Download the app today and use code GJ to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code GJ to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game. I thought Corey went first.
No, that's why he held the power, is because she switched it. He came in and had the ability to leave it. Oh, no.
I don't think
No.
so.
I thought, but he had the power.
No, Corey went first.
Oh, so but then so he came in first and switched it?
Yes.
And then she
had the courage to switch it back.
Unswitch it. Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, he's
he
dumb.
went for and that's what I'm saying. He could have left it.
Yes.
And that's what I mean. And now she has to make a decision.
Yeah.
Do I think he switched it?
Yeah.
And of course she said I do, but if he
You're
didn't
right,
have,
you're right.
Yeah.
Woo, child.
Yeah. It was good.
Back. I loved everything. I hate the challenges in the traders, and I mean, the fun part is when the traders come in and like go back and forth or whatever.
Yeah.
This takes it up so many notches. It's so the challenges, the tasks, the agendas that they have. So, and the fact that more than just the millionaire has agendas, but other people can do them and kind of intercept. So much fun. Kudos to the creators and producers of this effing show. What a show. So much fun.
All the changes they made were worth it. They made it worth it.
Smart.
They definitely made it worth it. Anything else on that show?
No.
Okay, what time is it? Because I want to make sure we do right. Okay, one last thing I'm going to say before we go on to this, and then we'll move on to Pop the Trunk. Did you watch Dying for Sex?
No.
Did you? Okay, so
I'm not going to watch that.
you shouldn't.
I'm not going to.
You shouldn't. So Dying for Sex is the is a like docuseries, so to speak, mini-series is a better way to say it. It's a mini-series on Hulu, I believe, based off the podcast of the same name, Dying for Sex, that came out maybe right before the pandemic or right around the pandemic that I listened to during the Love Hour. I think I said all this already. Anyway, it follows this woman. Her name is Molly, and she is diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer. And she decides to leave her husband, and she goes on like all of these sexual escapades. Her best friend, Nikki, decides we should record this in the final days of her life. They record them. So you actually get to hear Nikki's voice for those of you interested on the podcast. And then, all these years later, they decide to make this miniseries on Hulu. Okay, that's backstory. This miniseries is such a roller coaster of emotion.
See, that's why I'm out.
I went through kind of the same, like kind of emotional roller coaster because I know what's happening. It's not quite the same. When I watched the podcast, I went in blind, or watched the podcast. When I listened to the podcast, I went in blind.
Yeah.
And so that is definitely the first time you're on a roller coaster. You're just kind of like, I didn't know this was happening. The second time you're more prepared, but sometimes those falls are the falls. Okay. You're still just as like, It was that with this. However, episode 8, it's a lot of like fun and games. And I'll kind of get to what I believe is like kind of the whole point that I went through listening to the podcast and with this, but I'll get this out first. It's a lot of fun in the beginning. This woman divorces her husband. She decides she's going to be like sexually liberated, and she goes out on these like wild and crazy dates, and she has a good time exploring her sexuality, and she gets into like a bunch of like very interesting things. And so it's fun.
Yeah.
And then you still have to remember she is dying from cancer.
Yeah.
And so like it hits you.
See.
And that's what happens in the podcast. And then they saved it all for episode 8. This episode is it was handled with such care. It was written so beautifully. And it didn't leave the humor that I believe Molly, the person, actually had. There are moments where I literally laughed out loud.
Yeah.
I thought some of it was so funny. And it captures who I believe Molly was because you hear that in the podcast version. And still, I bawled my eyes out.
I'm out.
Bawled. I called Kevin when Molly dies. And I said, Kevin, I'm about to get emotional right now. I said, if I am dying and I am miserable,
Record it?
let me go.
Oh.
Let me go. This woman was in so much pain. And so before that, though, she's like, I want to feel everything, because that's what this is about. Her whole journey is about her feeling good, which I really think is like a metaphor for living.
Yeah.
Like she just wants to feel like she's alive.
Yeah.
Where you're living before this kind of diagnosis, but you're going through the motions. You're unhappy in your marriage. You've lived this very like conservative, restricted life. You get this diagnosis and you're like, I want to live.
Yeah.
Like I want to feel alive. I want to feel good. So she's chasing what she believes is like the ability to feel good through sex.
Yeah.
Right. And they've taken, I think, what I believe is not fully the truth in the show. I don't think all of this is true, but regardless, in the miniseries, she's chasing this like her first time having an orgasm. They didn't say this in the podcast, but whatever. She's chasing what is an orgasm. She's never experienced an orgasm, so she's chasing this, thinking that's what's going to make her feel good. And then in this version, she kind of falls in love with the guy, but in real life, she like ends up falling in love with herself.
Oh.
And like finding the love that I like the podcast. There are parts of the miniseries that I think are really great to visually watch.
Yeah.
But hearing Nikki's voice, I'm sorry, Molly's voice, it's different. And some of the characters some of the men, they made one man in the show, and they're different people in the podcast. So it's just a little bit different. Anyway, regardless. She says, I want to feel like I don't want to be sedated. I don't want to be under any medication because I want to continue to feel. Again, I think that's like the theme of the entire series. And then it becomes too much.
Oh.
And she's like, I'm ready.
Oh, wow.
I'm ready. And she just dies, you know, like they just kind of simulate that she dies. You don't actually get to watch it. Boy, I tell you.
See, nope.
I cried. I called Kevin. I said, Kevin, if I'm in pain, just let me go. He was like, what are you talking about?
Why are you doing this right now?
It's
Tuesday.
And he's out of town on tour. He's like, what are you actually talking about? Because I'm like crying.
Oh my gosh.
And like, you know, when you're yelling, but you're crying at the same time. So like how I can't catch my breath right now, that's how and I don't want to be suffering. You just need to let me go. And he's like, okay, I will let you go. What? I'm going to let you go for what?
Turn it off. Is there a reality show out?
Oh my God, I'm about to cry.
Love is Blind.
It's really beautiful. They have this nurse that's just as quirky as they come, and she's like way too excited to explain the death process. It was quite hilarious, but also really beautiful. And anyway, she says the beautiful thing, well, paraphrasing, the beautiful thing about death is you don't have to teach your body how to die.
Oh, that's not beautiful.
I'm going to tell you why it is.
Because it's made to die?
No, because it's a natural part of life.
Except it's death.
I thought it was so beautiful.
So it's not life at all. It's death.
I thought it was so beautiful. I thought it was so, your body knows what to do.
That makes me really sad.
Listen to me.
Like
I was like,
no, that's not so beautiful to me. That's depressing and sad that like.
I think it is God's way. I really do. I think the same way the woman's body knows how to expand.
That's where my brain
have a
went.
Baby.
Yeah.
Your body, your cervix knows how to have a baby. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to think about anything. It just knows what to do. I couldn't help but think this is the way God designed our bodies.
Yeah.
I just thought it was so beautiful.
No, I hear what you're saying, but my brain doesn't say beautiful. I went to a woman's body knows what to do in terms of producing a child. Like it is made for that. The idea that it is also made to stop doing the things that it is necessary to keep you breathing is depressing.
I mean, it's sad. I thought it was beautiful. I'm staying by the words that I use. Yes. That is why we're gin and juice. I thought it was she gave this like beautiful explanation. I thought it was handled it was handled with care. It still managed to be quite humorous. It was funny. Yeah. And then I couldn't help but like, wow, God really designed life. The water knows where to stop.
Yeah.
And it doesn't overtake Earth.
Yeah.
We naturally breathe in and breathe out. And then what we breathe out generates life for plants. Like all of these things work together. And we don't do
anything. Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. I thought it was so beautiful.
You know what? This is since you want to go morbid. The other side of what you're saying, like what it feels like to me, right? For women who have problems conceiving, or for me, right? I had a miscarriage before. In that moment, it felt like a betrayal.
Absolutely.
It feels like my body is supposed to know.
Absolutely.
And in this moment, it's not doing what it was made to do. And so death for me, instead of
I get it.
It knowing what to do, it feels like my body was made to function in order to keep me alive. And so when death comes, it has actually betrayed what it was made to do.
What was purpose to do.
Yeah, and I even think like when Jason having cancer, it felt like because there's nothing you can do and your body just does it, it feels like a betrayal. Like this is you're supposed to be mine, and here you are betraying the thing that like is supposed to keep me here. So my brain goes a different way. But I that's not to say I don't understand what you're saying. That's just the way I internalized what you're saying.
Well, and
what an interesting perspective.
You know what? And the thing about this perspective is that it's both.
100%. Both and.
It is both.
Yeah, yeah.
Because the reality is that the woman's body that doesn't produce, God made as well.
That's true. You're right.
And
that's true.
And that also is life.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Cancer sucks.
Yeah.
My brother-in-law, I'm so emotional, passed from that.
Yeah.
And that is part of life too.
Yeah.
And so I don't think, and I get it, to go from the very morbid thing, but having your skin betray you after you've done what you feel like is everything. Right. And it still breaks out anyway. And this is still the body God gave me. That I don't know. I just find it to be beautiful. And not beautiful in like
no, I get what you're saying.
You know, having to break out sucks.
Yeah.
Having your brother-in-law die of cancer sucks.
I don't know why we're
not being able to conceive children when you want children so desperately sucks.
Yeah.
And God is still
God.
God is still
Sovereign.
God.
Hello.
And all of these things.
Yeah.
Still, what did Nene Lake say? Still and yet. Yet and still. Yet and still. God designed all of this.
Yeah.
And so for me, even when I think it is beautifully flawed, even when I think of, we went through a lot of mental acrobats after Jason died.
Man.
And to
that
still
exists.
Oh man, it was a very existential crisis. And I still have questions today. That's still true. And I'm still able to come out and say, but what I know for sure is that God is in control.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Someone just commented, because I need to go, but somebody just commented and said, I don't even know where this is coming from or if you're meant to be funny. Listen, I'm all for it. But the comment says, I'm changing my outlook on being fat. I don't know the connection to what we're saying, but I just appreciate that levity. If it was meant to be levity, because if it's not now, I feel like an asshole. But I'm imagining the audience for this podcast who truly know our hearts and where we stand on topics and issues. I'm assuming that was meant to bring some levity, and I appreciate you for that.
I do too.
I need to go. Can you do the last ad?
I sure can.
And I cannot be here. Okay.
Just send it to me on there. Well, who is it? I'm sorry, y'all. I was sobbing far worse, to be honest. I was out loud sobbing watching this. So if you don't have the mental capacity and emotional space to watch this show, do not. If you do, it's really good. And if you want to listen to the podcast instead, I actually recommend it. I think laugh out loud funny on this podcast. The podcast only got really sad for me once I realized it was based on a true story, because I thought it was just this woman going on these crazy adventures, and then you're like, oh, it's called dying for sex, because she's actively dying.
This is terrible.
terrible.
What is
this podcast?
Oh my God. Oh.
Thank you so much for joining us for today's episode of My Brain Wants to Say the Love Hour so bad. We really appreciate you. We will be back for the Patreon on Monday.
Indeed.
This upcoming Monday at our regular time. We'll see you then. Bye.
Bye-bye.